And we are live, I believe. Are we live? We are live, folks. We're live. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. The 27th of April. Holy smokes. Where did that whole month go to? It's time for Sunday Funnies, as you can read along the banner scrolling along the bottom of the show. No chat reading today. This program was pre-recorded. I apologize for that. It was a last minute, not really a last minute thing, something my social planner has had planned for the last month that has slipped my mind. Well, it didn't quite slip my mind. I knew it was coming. I just forgot the date. So there's that this weekend. Oh, we're going to have to pre-record a show. So anyway, our anniversary is on the 29th, and we are skipping out for the weekend. So
you're forgiven just this once.
30 some years.
30 something years. That's awesome.
Not 37, 30 some.
I said 30 something.
30. I think it's 37. It might be 37.
Damn.
I don't know. After a while, it just, it just go blinking by and go, what number is this? So anyway, here's the opening, and we'll get things underway. The chat is still active, though. You can contribute to the chat. We're just not going to be able to read it today, is all. We appreciate you being here. He said stalling for time. There we are. Here's the opening. Come on in, folks. We know you're out there. We deeply appreciate you being here. I am your host, Randy Zimmerman. You're here for Sunday Funnies. It is 9 a.m. on Sunday, the 27th of April. Glad you're here. You can find my work at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, any place that you can buy great books like this, The Shadow Kingdom. We adapted, I broke down the classic story by Robert E. Howard, and Russ over there did the artwork for it. It's a fantastic product. There's a beautiful, just barely out of my arm's reach, I have a small stack of them. There's a beautiful hardback version of this book that has the story in color with the prose story in the back of it. That's available from Barnes & Noble, Amazon.com, and criticalblast.com as well. Can't recommend that highly enough. If you want a great permanent hardback copy of a classic work on your shelves, that's it. We stayed as faithful to the story as we possibly could, and it turned out great. In fact, we've taken those main characters from that public domain story and spun them off into the Atlantean. The second volume of which is at the printer, or close to it by the time that you watch this. So volume 1 is available right now everywhere. Volume 2 will soon be fulfilled. As soon as that's fulfilled, we'll have a retail version of it available through the usual channels. And then we will be offering it again when we do Atlantean 3, which is deep in production. I'm just finishing up the script for it now. So, and a few little final plot twists that I'm really happy about. That's a story for another time. Joining me today to look at some great mad material, Mr. Russ Leach. Russ, please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Russ Leach. I am a comic book artist from the UK. As Randy has told you, I'm on the Atlantean. I'm now on Atlantean 3. Really pleased with how that's going. Issue 3 is going to be a barnstormer issue, so you got to get hold of that. And in order to find out more about it, when it's coming, when those first 2 issues are in retail, maybe even a digital version which is on the way, you can find all those things out by signing up to the email list over at russleach.com. Also, I'll be dropping hints and little bits and pieces about Only Death Can Save Us, where maybe the third story's coming and going. But for starters, issue 1, or the book 1, which is 100 pages, will be produced by Critical Blast, and so will be in Barnes & Noble again soon. And so if you want to catch up with all those things, everything that I do, everything that we're doing over at Arrow, that is Cull, just sign up for that email list over at russleach.com.
All right. Also joining us this morning is Allison, the Alley Cat. Allison, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Allison. I'm a comic book writer, creator, person that does art, writing, and stuff. Yeah. I'm currently working on The Last Sentinel, which is done. I'm having the fun times trying to publish it right now because of tariffs, but I'm not bitter. Yeah. And I'm joining these fine gentlemen to talk about Mad, because we're all going mad today. Just for the hell of it.
Mad.
Patience on that. It ought to auto-correct itself here shortly.
Oh, there we go.
We are looking at Mad. Pardon?
I said me autocorrect? Never.
No, the tariff situation.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I'm not super worried about it.
And I don't have a barn in number 3, but I could definitely put one in there. You can storm if you want, Russ. Tales calculated to drive you mad. We are looking at the Russ Cochran edition hardback, beautiful hardbacks. Russ Cochran printed back in I believe this was printed in the 80s. 86, this was printed in. Beautiful black and white, shot off the originals. If you don't have a set of these, you're missing out. And especially if you're an EC fan. They are fantastic stuff. This version is in color, has the work in color. We're looking at the second volume. Whoop, sorry about that. Starting with the beautiful bound set of 4 books. The first 24 issues are in one big bound volume. Those were the first comic book issues, the first 24. We are looking at selected stories. And we're starting with number 10 today with a fantastic Kurtzman cover. We looked at that last week. Harvey Kurtzman.
Oh, that's great.
Kurtzman wrote the majority of these stories and was really in charge of Mad at this point. It's another drink, and with chalk in hand, the vagabond began to sketch a face that well might buy the soul of any man. Then, as he placed another lock upon the shapely head, with a fearful shriek, he leaped and fell across the picture head from the face on the floor, which they adapted in this issue. So you can leap and fall across this comic book dead when you see the face upon the floor in this issue of Mad. Yep. Oh, yeah. First story. G.I. Schmo. But look at that great Jack Davis ad right there.
That's great.
I dreamed I went to a fraternity smoker in my Panic magazine. And we've looked at Panic here in the past, about a year ago, I would say. We looked at some of that work. This is G.I. Schmo by the great Wally Wood. Can't resist drawing a great looking woman. That little cheesecake here all through it. Here's Schmo right there. Coloring on these were Marie Severin. Pardon, didn't mean to. Go ahead.
Oh, I just said the art is great.
Oh, it's fantastic work. Some of the best. Great coloring work by the legendary Marie Severin, who was the primary EC colorist there, if not the EC colorist. Great stuff. Look at that. I just love that panel. what is so great, especially when it comes to over exaggeration.
Yep. Yeah, when he goes like full on cartoony, it's just great.
Yeah, it's fantastic stuff. Pretty girl as often as possible.
Well, and it's Hollywood. I'd be surprised if there's anything less.
Yeah.
Dear God. Sorry, my kitten just ran across the upstairs floor, and I swear it was a herd of elephants.
Yeah, I got a cat like that too. Only takes one. You think there's a whole herd up there.
And I have two. So.
Oh, there you go. It's a downright stampede.
Oh, God, yeah. They're lucky they're cute.
Grab it in the axe. Chop it away. But I, the other agent of the United Nations, am a woman.
I never could tell.
Okay, baby, you're all mine. Shh, quiet. Listen to me. There's not much time. I have information that I must get out there. One of us may still escape, and so you must listen carefully to what I have to say to you. And then she shoots him up. Oh no, shoots up another guy. But first, if we are overheard, we are lost. Nobody must hear what I have to say to you. If necessary, we must take drastic steps to destroy anybody who might overhear what I have to say to you. Just making sure he's dead. What I have to say to you is so important. We must destroy any living thing that might overhear what I have to say to you. And she's swatting all the bugs away. It says every living animal thing we must destroy that might witness what I have to say to you. And what I have to say to you is, hey, Joe, you got chewing gum?
God, his artwork is just amazing.
Crazy amount of destruction here. Look at this crowd. It's coming in, running off. Wait, look. Call out the MPs. Call out the MPs. It's an enemy surrender, a huge bonsai retreat, running away from GI Schmo. GI Schmo, you and Sergeant Squirt must single-handedly taken over the enemy army. I'll see you both get a week end pass for this. And now, if you will leave the room and allow me to question the enemy commander. No, I question the commander. No, me. One moment, please. It is not for use to question me. You are all my prisoners. Yes. She's taking them all. For if you look out the window, you will see that my army has taken over your army by subversion. You see, my whole army of men is actually an army of women.
Oh.
They're all sitting on the soldiers' laps asking if they have any chewing gum. Ha ha ha, G.I. Schmo, Sergeant Squirt. You thought you had me in my army prisoner, and now you both find you are my prisoners. Tell me, as you stand gaping foolishly at one another, here alone with me, what is your reaction? Our reaction is, oops, hey, we got gum. They're, you can tell by their faces what their reaction is. I don't know if there's another page. There's another page to this. She's all mine. Oh, she's mine. So they fight over. We sent a message to call out the wax. So the female army comes in and beats the other army of women, and they're all proud that they've conquered and won. And then at the end, one of them jumps on GI Schmo's lap and says, "Hey, you got any chewing gum?"
Beautifully drawn, all of it.
Yeah, Bollywood is amazing.
Yeah. And a lot of the coloring here just drowns out this phenomenal detail that's sitting here.
Yeah, that was all in black and white, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
No, it was originally, when it was printed in color.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Black and white.
This edition is the only one of the EC hardback volumes they bothered to put in color. All the rest of the bound volumes are in black and white of all the rest of the line.
So, but when the magazine first came out, was it in color or black and white? So
yeah, it was a regular comic book in color. Yeah.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought it was black and white.
Yeah. You might have seen all of those great old paperbacks that they reprinted with this material that has literally a tear on a page, and you have to read the book sideways. Yeah.
Yep, I remember those.
Those were all in black and white.
Yeah, they also had the later on. Mad was printing in black and white. I know that. So
once it jumped up to a full magazine, it was mostly black and white. Yeah, interior. Yeah, we look at those on Friday.
Very cool.
So we've
so you're telling me I need to wake up.
Yeah, early in the morning. Oh, don't try if you can't do it. Don't worry about it. But
well, I mean, lately there's been a small gray menace that keeps waking me up early, so it might happen one of these days.
Oh, you've got 2 cats in the house, and you still have a small gray menace?
Yeah, that would be that's one of the cats.
Oh, okay.
He's a small gray menace.
Just wondering. When we picked up our new cat, our old one passed away, old age, and we got a new one, and he gave us a gift of a small gray menace about the second day she was here. Strapped it off in the middle of the living room, stood next to it, all proud.
Oh, it's a good kitty.
Yeah, good kitty. Here's Sane by the great John Severn.
Sane as opposed to Shane.
Right. And he's going through the I'm a staying, I'm a going again, just like he did in Hanoon last Sunday. I'm a staying. Who was that? That wasn't Gary Cooper. That was somebody else that was big. Let me see here. Let me pull up the movie here. Give me just a second. Alan Ladd. That's who that is. Alan Ladd. Movie was done back in 1953, same year as the parody here.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
And the
probably one of the best
controversy.
Yeah. Probably one of the best Westerns of all time.
Yeah. That and Once Upon a Time in the Old West.
Mm-hmm.
Love that movie.
I'll go. Crazy. Looney Tunes type fight. Pow. Okay, giving you go. Oh, I must hit my head against the rock. I'm knocked out unconscious. You go. Clunk. I know you can beat anyone to the draw. Huh, Shane? We have utmost confidence in you that you will fight and you will win and you will be victorious and be the winner of all. And anyhow, we will provide you with a class funeral. Yeah, great stuff. Here's Severin. You can tell he's having a blast with this.
Mm.
Westerns are his thing, and so's comedy. He ended up working at Cracked magazine for many, many decades, doing a lot of stuff.
I've always wanted to do a Western comic.
DC Fan Addict Club. It's time ad by Wally Wood.
Mm.
Are you the chapter president?
I think he's had a bad day.
Yeah. Look at that. Great. Little shadowy figure back there. A bunch of little tiny monsters. One coming up to the floor there. Just great stuff. I think they're going to skip ahead. What is this? Oh. Woman Wonder.
Wonder.
By the great Bill Elder. Or Lib Riedel, as the signature says here, in reverse. Lib Riedel.
I'll admit I keep hearing lead burrito.
It's Diana Banana, who is in reality the Woman Wonder, and Steve Adore. Both U.S. Army officers sit in the moonlight, kiss, crunch. Ah, dearest, when you crush me in your strong arms, I melt. Give me another kiss. Oh, dearest, when you crush me so hard in your strong, sinewy, hairy, muscular arms, I break.
I love this stuff. This is great.
Come on, dearest. Yeah. She's actually crushing him. She gets the call and she has to go. So she runs into the phone booth and bumps into Superman. Can a person change into a costume in a convenient phone booth without being interrupted? Oops. Super duper man's in that phone booth. Better find another. Yeah. Those great legs running there. Hi, Steve. There you are. I finally changed into my Woman Wonder costume. I sure had a hard time finding a private place to change. I finally changed inside my private robot plane into my Woman Wonder costume. And Steve's losing it, drooling, tongue out of his mouth, going, yeah, inside your plane. Yeah, I finally changed inside my private glass robot plane. And he's still looking just absolutely shaken up here. tongue sticking out, eyes all bugged. Yeah, inside your transparent glass robot plane. Yeah. So I want you to climb into the plane with me. And one thing you should remember, you shouldn't slam the door. Yeah. Because it's all made out of glass. So they go out and flying. And this panel's upside down. Woman wonder, oh, what happened? Woman wonder, sweetheart. Says it's nothing, just a little headache. I have that's the disadvantage of these here thought controlled robot planes. Yeah, giving her a headache. Woman wonder, stop the plane, sweetheart, because I am on the outside of the robot plane looking in. Now, isn't that silly? You come right back in here, and you shouldn't slam the door. I think that's a running gag. Yeah, she slams the door. And now I remember I shouldn't slam the door. She comes out, slams the door. Crash. Oh, look at that scene. Her in a subway.
Great. I like the bear trap in front of it.
Yeah. By Hera, by Hima. Oh, by Hera, by Hima. Luckily, I have my special bracelets made of the hardest substance known, with which I quickly catch and bounce away the bullets. They'll go elsewhere. Wait a minute. Isn't this story getting kind of ridiculous? Here comes Batman or Batboy. It's probably Batboy. Look, granted, these bracelets are made of some fantastically hard substance. Granted that you might even be able to catch bullets. He says, heaven knows how. Listen, we are not a 3-9, what is that? 3-9 something drawing, or a 3D drawing. We are not a 3D drawing. Okay. Granted, all this I maintain is both physically and mathematically impossible for you to withstand the impact of point blank bullets without getting knocked over or shattering your wrists. And then outside the panel border here, he's got an I quit this story until it makes more sense. He is. Batboy has walked off.
He's not interested in partaking in this, so he moved to the gutters.
Yeah. Says, you see, you're right. Reason wins over all. I throw away these ridiculous bracelets. Woman wonder, I bow to you. I give you my pledge that in return for your gentlemanly conduct, I shall not hurt you. I shall not harm a hair on your slunging your head. I shall not hurt you. Only my boys shall. Get her, Mickey. Get her, Spillane.
Mickey Spillane.
Explain. That's nice.
With the dispatch, Mr. Oh, it's Nevlin, which is Melvin spelled backwards. Yeah. And with this brass knuckles, too. Yeah. Oh, they've captured her. She gets loose by Neptune's beach umbrella. I am much weakened by battle, and I have yet to capture Nevlin. She throws her lasso around him. I got news for you, kid. Woman Wonder, I stole your powerful mystic platinum lasso a long time ago and hawked it for plenty cash to buy this cave setup. This lasso is a sickly, realistic plastic lasso I substituted. Sickly, yeah, realistic plastic lasso I substituted. By Neptune's beach litter baskets. My imperial bracelets are gone. My mystic lasso is gone. And I'm too weak to vibrate. Wait, I've still got my thought control to call my robot plane. She calls a robot plane. It comes at her in pieces. Wait, what am I doing? I forgot when I slammed the glass door. And she's thinking, go back, plane, go back. Go back, boy. It's too late. So evil Nevlin there stomps on her. Smash it with me, my knob-tailed boot. I've been planning for years to beat you to a bloody pulp. For years I have watched you beat me at swimming, knock me down at boxing, lap me at roller derby racing, and pin me in thumb wrestling. Now I get even. Now I send you back to the kitchen where you belong, sweetheart. The batong by Neptune's boardwalk locker rooms. You're not Nevlin. Steve Adore, who is in reality Nevlin, and Diana Banana are now married. Diana Banana is now content with the normal female life of working over a hot stove. And Steve can even knock her down in boxing. Wow.
Wow, that's misogynistic.
Yeah, welcome to the misogyny of the 50s, folks.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
Amazing that you can draw women in such a cartoon fashion and they're still sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a real command of anatomy,
right?
Yeah, to do that kind of thing comedically, that's very clever.
What was the big thing back then? Cheesecake drawings and photos.
Yeah, I'm kind of annoyed it's kind of gone away.
It does have its charm.
Yeah, it's fun. And I don't think enough people really understand that it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And there was a whole 80s beefcake trend in the 80s to even it out. So
yeah,
where all the guys had plunging necklines and all of their pecs were showing constantly.
Yeah, no, that's part of the fun.
Yep.
It's like,
yes. When people go on about oh, look at those ridiculous costumes for the women in Swords and Sorcery, and it's like, yeah, that's part of it's all part of the charm. It's the fun of it, you know. It's why not?
Just look at those man dots. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's also just look at the way the guys are drawn.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Here is issue number 11. This is on the thumbnail. Great Basil Wolverton. Speaking of beauties, beautiful girl of the month reads mad.
Right then.
Imagine she sold that magazine real well. Basil Wolverton went on to do a lot of things. He's basically did Starhawks or Space Hawk that we looked at. He is a master at stipple work and line work. You go through here. This is all just line work and dots. Through here, just great spaghetti hair, wonderful looking warts, great set of teeth.
You know, there's something to this when you say a wonderful set of warts. So
yeah. Look at that tongue. Look at the texture on the tongue alone. That's just great. Look at how fantastic that is. I'm not sure if he did that with, if he went around that by hand, he probably did at this point, because you can't really lay down like white paint and draw around it like that. I imagine he just went through and drew every last one of those taste buds,
Yeah,
just like the strands of spaghetti hair here. Fantastically done. All of this beautiful stipple work inside the ear. There's more great Wolverton where that came from. We'll look at that here in a second. But first, Flesh Garden
Flesh Garden.
by Wally Wood.
Well, who else would it be by?
Yeah. This almost has that. I don't know if the print was weak on this or what, but it's got almost that plastic plate feel that Marvel had in the 80s and 90s look to it, that muted.
Yeah.
I don't think the whole book is like that, but that page sure is. I think they were light on the black plate. That's what it is. Great stuff here. Flesh, darling, even though you go to certain death, my love is so great. I shall go to fight the alien creature with you. In Flesh goes, you shall stay. She goes, I shall go. Stay, go. And Flesh goes, okay, go. Here's my sword. No sense in both of us getting killed.
Oh, the look of her face with the sword is great.
Isn't it? She's like, what? I'm not sure if this is before or after he stepped in for a week or so with for Raymond. I know he did a little bit of this work, just like he did a few weeks of Prince Valiant, a few weeks of about a month or so of Little Abner, right? I think he did quite a spot of Little Abner.
Yeah, he did.
That sure does look like Zarkov, though. That's great. Just great stuff. It's the Hawkmen. Go ahead, Dale. Dr. Zark. You two run ahead. I'll follow up and protect the rear. Stomp, stomp, stomp. It's no use, Flesh. The Hawkmen fly swifter than birds, and then they swoop down from behind and spear a running man with their long, sharp spears. Says, I think I'll go ahead and lead the way through this unknown country. You and Dale follow up then and protect my rear. He says, Farouk. It's no use running, Flesh. Let us make a last stand here. After all, do we choose to be enslaved forever by the Hawkmen rather than die a heroic death? He says, you bet we do. Look, Flesh, look. It says, Camarade, white flag. He goes, why are these Hawkmen walking around in circles? Why are these Hawkmen bumping into things? No wonder these aren't Hawkmen. They're owl men. You can't see anything. Look at that. Classic. There's that running stance again.
This has elements of European art in it.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a wonderful mesh of the two forms. I think this is fantastic. It's like never knowingly undersold as far as the form is concerned, and kind of like it never talks down to you while it's in its presentation.
Yeah,
it's just 100% all the time. Doesn't matter that it's comedy. It's just brilliant. It's totally played with a straight face. It's fantastic. Love that middle one as well, where he's running.
Yeah.
That middle panel, that's just a great panel.
Great.
And lovely perspective there as well. The three in a row, three people in a row there. It's great.
Yeah. Here.
Could be a Buscema arm there.
Yeah. Father, you can't sacrifice the handsome Americaner. I love him. Shucks, daughter. You gonna spoil all the fun with bloody sacrifices? Very well. Go to your earthling that you love. He is spared. Hacha, she says. Heh. Told you so, Doc.
It's going straight to Doc. Yeah. Is that her knocking her boobs against him? Or is that a star on his front?
Here, that's a star on his front.
Is it? I can't see it anywhere else.
Yeah, I don't see it anywhere else.
It's top left. There it is, top left.
Top
okay.
Left.
There it is.
It's missing everywhere else. I just thought,
all the time.
knocking them up against him there. That was a bit intense.
Thought that was an action hit. Yeah, it could be.
Badoink.
Yes, I have fallen in love with you at first sight, Dr. Zark. Let's take the other earthling flesh garden away to the arena to be sacrificed. As I was saying, King Mong, whatever happens, I shall stay with you, Dale says.
It's
real
flash that's been done in here.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Look at that.
Guess I can see it now. Worse than the Zork, more terrible than the Zorchit, more horrible than the Zilchtron. It's man. It's a little bald boxer dude. Man, the cleverest and most dangerous of all the animals. I must quickly review all the skillful boxing tricks I learned at Heidelberg. The quick feint, the deft jab. Ha! I've got it. I'll use the subtlest and most skillfulest tactic of all. Hey, kid, your shoelace is untied.
Oh, it's great.
Brilliant.
There. He's felled our champion with one blow. He is a god. We bow to Flesh Garden. Zark Dale, this is the chance you have been waiting for. The chance to escape. Dr. Zark, you are afraid. You are petrified with fear, and you cannot leave this place, eh? Do not worry. Our rocket ship is up the next block. And Dr. Zark doesn't want to leave. We need you with us, Dr. Zark, to direct us how to manipulate the rocket controls on takeoff, to calculate and chart the course towards Earth, to tell me why this pain on the edge of my shoulder itches in the hay fever season. The rocket. Oh, Flash, look. There are guards who are coming, who are watching the rocket ship. Wait here. Just let me have my sword. I'll take care of the guards. So, there you are, guards. A $10 bill for each one of you, just for looking the other way. I hope that takes care of you. Because I'm telling you what good old U.S. dollars sound anywhere. Now, quickly, Dale, get into the rocket ship. Take a last look at this Verschlunger place. The next stop will be Earth. Kicks her in. It's a mad reader, folks. Yeah. More Basil Wolverton. Hey, fellas. My gosh. Look up there in the sky. I can't believe my eyes. Good heavens. I see it. Fellas, do you know what this means? Yes, it means we won't be able to go swimming because them clouds we see means it'll rain. Oh boy, the rocket has landed. Whose rocket is it? It's Flesh Garden's rocket. How can you tell? I can tell by the style it's drawn in. There's somebody coming out. Them beautifully curved outlines, that gorgeous build, that wild tossed hair. By your elaborate description, I take it that's Flesh Garden coming out. No, it's Dale coming out. Dale, light who will no doubt be followed by Flesh Garden and will be followed by Dr. Noah Zark. Hello, flesh old man. Are you in there? Woohoo, fleshy boy, come out. Says it's no use. Your calls will only echo hollowly, yeah, on the lifeless insides of the rocket. For you see, there's nothing else inside the rocket, nothing that is alive. That's right, dear reader. Dale went back to Earth alone. Dr. Zark and I have stayed here on Ming. After all, what kind of work could I do back on Earth without alien monsters to fight? I never had it so good as here. Besides, that Dale's been hounding me all my life. Next thing you know, she'll be hinting at marriage. At last, I'm rid of that pest. Says, tell me another, peel me another grape. What is Pocahontas? So that's what that was. Pocahontas. Yeah. Now we got a Mad Reader by Basil Wolverton. Some great drawings. Your typical Mad Reader. That doesn't set a good example at all.
No, not really.
Incel.
Obviously, yeah. Nowadays, it'd be a video game controller, right?
It's got an axe.
Yeah, he's got an axe. It's a little worrisome.
He does have an axe. Yeah.
Holes in his head.
The young Mad Reader with mother and father. Say what?
Why are those feet there?
He killed them and hung them up.
That's disturbing.
Good example of a clean, wholesome effect has on our young readers. For instance, before reading Mad, this young man very often used an axe on his playmates. When he read Mad, he realized how ugly and sordid axing his playmates was, so now he uses a pistol. Oof.
Oof.
Look at that guy. The student Mad Reader with teacher. There he is, intellectual. Here is the intellectual college youth. This fellow was a serious, sober, average student, well versed in the classics with a successful career assured. Before reading Mad has brought about a happy change in this student. Today, this student is an empty, drooling idiot, but nonetheless, a happy, empty, drooling idiot.
Well, as long as you're happy.
Yeah.
My parents always said I could do whatever I want as long as I was happy. But they wouldn't help me with art school.
Look at the drool. Yeah. All right. This is all stipple work in here, by the way. Just beautiful little lines. All that gray tone. There we are. The female Mad Reader's got an Adam's apple. Okay.
That's modern.
Or some sort of protrusion on her neck. Yeah. The elderly Mad Reader, by no means confined to the younger set. Here is an elderly man who, before reading Mad, was confined to a wheelchair, confined to a strict diet of shredded meat, and confined to condensed water. Then he read Mad. Now he is no longer confined to a wheelchair, no longer confined to the shredded wheat, and no longer confined to the condensed water. He is merely confined.
And he has spaghetti for a beard.
He does. Look at that. Oh, she's got a lump on the back of her head. That can't be good.
No,
Female
I
mad.
think
Go
she
ahead.
should probably have that looked at.
Yeah. He's got feet instead of hands, this guy. And hands instead of feet. The female mad reader, this young lady had this dishpan hands, perspiration odors from all 13, a severe case of acne, and boyfriends never came to call on her. Then she bought mad. Now she still has dishpan hands, perspiration odors from all 13, a severe case of acne, but boyfriends flock to call on her. And as soon as they bludgeon her insensible and pry mad loose from her vice-like grip, they flock away again. Well,
then,
Lovely.
yeah. Little hairs off that wart off the top of the nose. That's crazy stuff. Look at that tongue. Eee.
yeah, I don't even want to know what that is, but that needs to be looked at too.
Yeah.
And you really need a dentist.
This guy's face. He's crazy. And the last one. The critical mad reader. Finally, there are those who read and do not like mad. And so, in all honesty, with a firm belief that every argument has two sides, it is with a sense of fair play and clean living that we present without bias, without resentment or malice, an unprejudiced drawing of said type reader who, after mugging the above infant, is brutally destroyed the child's treasured copy of Mad. Yeah. All right. Basil Wolverton, folks. Crazy stuff. Onward we go. Issue number 12. It's a special issue. June, I believe, 1953. Start off with Starchy. Bill Elder BS, it says. BS. Not quite sure what that stands for, but back then it might stand for the same thing it does now. Starchy with Blondie and little orphan Melvin there. Typical Joes. Oh, there goes that typical teenager Starchy with his typical teenager friend Bottleneck into Mr. Weathernot's office. I wonder what they did this time. Yeah, Starchy looks like he's got a toothpick or a cigarette in his mouth. Yeah. Somebody's graffitied the door to Mr. Weathernot's office as he has no principles. Office. Mr. Weathernot. Oh, yeah, and there he is chasing Betty and Veronica in his office. That won't get him into trouble at all.
No,
No, it should be fine.
it's all good. Call HR.
And looking at this panic ad next to it by Bill Elder. Look at that. Fantastic. Stop it. The news dealers of America are screaming, stop it. Because with just one day's display, poof, there goes panic. Yeah. You need to cut that out and send that in for your subscription. There we are. Look at Betty throwing herself at him.
That's great.
Zip. Oh, Starchy tells Bottleneck to step outside, and it looks like he beats up the principal. Oh, Bottleneck, my something shackles. Here comes Biddy, Biddy. You know, Starch, I think she's got a crush on you. Yeah. She's running at him, and out of her purse is spilling a needle. Look at that. Looks like a hypodermic needle. Some cards. Looks like a medicine of some type, maybe a couple of cigarettes or joints rolled up there. I do, if I remember the it might be urban legend, but I think Archie actually served them a cease and desist off of this story.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I know they were really litigious. And here's Archie crazy in love with Veronica or Salonica.
Did they get anywhere with that?
With the cease and desist?
Yeah.
No, just a slap on it. It was just a warning not to do it again.
Should have done it again.
I know Kurtzman. I don't think they did it again here, but I know Kurtzman had a comic strip that ran in. It might have been Playboy, called Good Man Beaver. That was about a guy, and he ends up running through Riverdale and the Archie people, and he got another cease and desist from Archie.
Oh, you gotta love it.
Look at Betty and Veronica here. They got those old cross the heart bras working.
Yep. The Wonder Bra.
Hey, Salon, let's go out. Oh, let's go cut a rug. No, a class for a soda. An ice cream soda. No, a whiskey soda. Oh, let's go, Bottleneck. Salonica's been cool on me since I ran low on cash. Let's go sell some more school passes to the freshmen. It's Starchy. Get back. Look over there. Looks like Reggie. Funny. Wedgie Van Smelt. Look, he's trying to sell a freshman school pass. A school pass. Yeah, they got to get him. And that Fleur Schungers must be real popular, that name, because they're using it a lot here. Furshil. Oh, Shillugginer. Flirshingers. I don't know. I'll stop trying to pronounce it.
That sounds good.
Look at all the change coming out of the payphone. On their ass is a set of signs. If you neglect your face each day, this is all we have to say. Burma shave. He goes running by. Face. paw. Well, they're carting Reggie off naked. Wedgie. Okay, chum inside. Let me handle this starchy. Look, boy, you've got two. Oh, look, boy, you've got too pretty a face to mess up. For instance, how'd you like it if that part in the middle of your head was pushed to one side? Push my part to one side. No, I'll be good. Let me go. I'll never make another pass again. Okay, Wedgie, if you promise, I'll let you out of the car. He's got a bunch of shoes tied around his waist so you don't see he's completely naked. I promise. Hey, fellas, can I still make fresh women passes? Yuck. Go on. Step out, Wedgie, before we change our minds. Then they're laughing at him. Oh, we've got to hand it to you. Bottleneck, you're a great kidder. Har, har. Did you see that look on Wedgie's face when he stepped out? Har, har, har. You mean the expression when he found out the car was moving? Oh, Bottleneck, what an actor you are. What a kidder. So that's not all, Starchy. Yeah, I'm taking over the school rackets, the high school rackets. See? Yeah, I'm taking over Salonica too. See? Yeah, it's turned into Edward G. Robinson all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Oh, Bottleneck, you kidded. That Edward G. Robinson accent, you slay me. And I'll tell you another something else, pretty boy. Yeah, this is a frame. See? Yeah, I tipped the cops off to this caper. See? Yeah, you're finished in this town. See? Yeah, you'll be behind bars till that crisscrossing on your head turns gray. See? Says, haha, Bottleneck, haha, stop. Oh, yeah.
It's the way you tell them.
One more page. And behind bars. The cops show up. It's Dick Tracy. It's funny. Yes. My name is Starchy Standrews, and I've been behind bars till the crisscrossing on my head has turned gray. I also now have a gray crisscrossing on my chin. Yes, Bottleneck was no jughead. He wasn't kidding on that fateful day. While I went on to reform school, he went on to a big man on the campus. Yeah, another long story. Look at that, where he's been beating his head against into the wall. Whack. Just think I got rid of her. She threw herself. Jerk, fool, idiot. Whack, whack, whack. Yeah. It ends with him in jail banging his head against the wall.
Okay.
Well, couldn't have had a more happy ending.
Yeah. Next, we have a movie parody, a rare movie parody by Kriegstein, From Eternity to Here. It's got a wonderful stylized look to his stuff here. A lot of crazy lines. He's drawn Frank Sinatra here.
That's bonkers. Yeah.
Burt Lancaster. Yeah. Look at the lean of the body here. Almost like a Hirschfeld cartoon in looks. Kind of like it's got like a weird flow to it that's really sweet. Real unique looking stuff. I think this is the only story he did for Mad, as far as I know, unless there's another one farther in. Look at the fluid bend of the body there. Not quite as sexy as Wood's women, but still curvaceous.
Actually, I like the pose on her. It has a sultry pose. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Hand on her hip.
Yeah. And the way she's like jutting her hip out.
Yeah. Just like Sinatra here is pushing himself forward.
Yeah.
Such a weird stance.
It fits though with the style. It
does.
It really works. So.
Burt Lancaster here. Really quick caricature look to it. There's that classic scene where they're on the beach. It's just everybody else is around it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bert.
Exactly. It's that Montgomery Clift there as opposed to Sinatra. I think all three were in that movie. Wasn't he? I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right. I'm not positive.
That sure looks like Montgomery Clift here. I'll have to look it up. Such a classic film. I haven't seen it in 20 or so years.
That's fair.
I've never seen it.
Sorry, Russ. Neither have I.
Yeah, 1953 classic film.
And I've watched a lot of older movies, but I haven't watched them.
Director Fred Zinnemann.
Oh.
Here we are.
There you go.
Cinnermann. Yeah, Montgomery Clift is in it. Deborah Kerr is in it. She went on to do King and I.
Mm-hmm.
Lancaster, Clift, Kerr, Donna Reed, Frank Sinatra,
Donna Reed's in it?
Mickey Shaughnessy. Yeah, Donna Reed is in it. Plays Alma, a.k.a. Lorene. Jack Warden is in it. It's a big cast. A very major movie. It is a great film. It takes place on in Hawaii around the Pearl Harbor attack.
I've been past there. I went to see that.
Pearl Harbor?
No, the Pearl Harbor. Yeah, the you could see it from the road. You could see the port.
Arizona Memorial?
Yes, yeah, I think so. A long time ago.
Yeah.
It was, from what I can tell, Hawaii's changed quite a lot since then.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
I was there in 94. So, yeah.
A great Montgomery Clift here. A lot of Clift. They must not have been thinking much about Sinatra at this point. It's probably one of the best films he ever did.
Who, Sinatra?
Yeah, he's very young in the movie.
Not Von Ryan's Express.
Von Ryan's Express is also really good.
Yeah.
But, he really showed he could be an actor here, From Here to Eternity. I think he was nominated for a supporting actor award.
Really? Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a lot of planes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of planes. So we're saying that this is better than Ocean's 11?
Yeah, I would say Ocean's 11 is nice. Ocean's 11 is kind of like a group of buddies getting around deciding to do a movie.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I mean, it's the
You
Rat
know.
Pack after all.
Where this is a full script and it was off of a meaningful book.
Hmm.
Yeah. One of
that.
one of my greatest joys is watching the Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra Christmas show, where they get all their kids on and their wives.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I've seen that.
So yeah, and they sing. It's really quite homely and wholesome. Utterly rubbish, but great. Mm.
yeah. I was surfing around YouTube last week or so and ran across Sammy Davis Jr. doing a Vegas version of Mr. Bojangles. It was just amazing.
Love that. Yeah, he was fabulous.
Absolutely incredible. Yeah. Looking to see Oscar Best Picture winners ranked. Usually they have a list of awards here, and I can't find it now. Storyline, trivia, goofs, crazy soundtracks, part top picks. Filmed on location. Halona Beach Grove, Oahu, Hawaii.
Wahoo!
Box office. Yeah. Made an estimated $1.5 million back then.
That's really good.
Which is quite a lot back then, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a lot. I don't see it now about it winning awards, but it was a big movie. It was a major film when it came out. It's really a well-written movie. Anyway, back to that must have been a quick panel. Hand drawn. I think it looks like even the line here is hand drawn.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, yep, that was it for that.
Yeah.
He ended up buried in dishes. What happened? It's very simple. What happened? If you will notice, nowhere in this story did I say I knew how to fight. There are those who can fight and those who can't fight. Me, I can't punch my way out of a paper bag. Not even a tissue paper bag yet. Yeah.
Shut up, you lazy bum.
Yeah, pretty much. We have
We're done.
3-dimension story.
Oh, or you can view that with a pair of glasses.
Wait,
No,
this is Wally. Wally
Yeah.
Wood going crazy. Yeah, if you had glasses, that'd probably work out real good. 3-dimension, 3D was big back then.
I don't know. I'm wearing glasses. It looks blurry.
I think that's just taking a mick.
Some more. They're talking
I
about
have
the process here.
yeah, I have Batman 3D back from the 90s. I think it's Neil Adams' work that they've used.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it looks pretty much like this. It's just blue line. It's not full 3D.
Yeah, well, you got to have the glasses in order to get the effect. That's
quite cool.
One glass. What is it? Blue or green, and the other one red.
One's red, one's blue. I think. Yeah.
They're still talking about the process here. Breaking the panel wall. Tearing it further apart here. Woo woo! Of course, got to get that in. Little cheesecake.
Is that tint he's using in there?
Yeah, Zipatone.
Yeah, zip tone.
Yep. Zip tones
Yeah,
here. It's a graduated tone here.
Mm.
Yeah. The shadow looks great of how they did it.
Yeah. Falling
Even
out
on
of the page.
Even on the balloon, the word balloon, the way it
Yeah.
has the zipatone with it. I love that effect.
Isn't that's great. Love it. Back here already too. Once they busted out of the panel border, they get a
Yeah.
little shadow working. He's falling towards her. He's still falling. And he's still falling. He's still falling. He's trying to hang on to
It's
the
like
panel
he's
border.
holding on to the border and everything.
Yeah.
He's ripping it
Yeah.
apart.
It's very good.
It's
You're
so
knocking
good.
everything off the page. This is a 6-page story. We still have one more page to go.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
A lot of they let him go on that one, didn't they? It's just, yeah.
Wonder if anybody got paid for that page.
Well, it's obviously a white rabbit on a snowy field.
Yeah.
Right. And this issue ends with Mark Trade instead of Mark Trail. Classic nature comic strip. This is Jack Davis, I believe. At least those look like his eyes there.
That looks like him. Yeah.
This has got all sorts of little detail in it. There's upside down pogo characters all through this. There's Pogo here. There's Albert the alligator there. There's the owl there.
That's clever. I like it.
Very good. So much thought put into that.
Yeah. Steady, men. Don't shoot yet. Wait till it gets closer before you shoot. Steady, 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 shoot. Click, 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 snap. They're all here with camera. All the little scout troop. There's a little beefcake.
Yep.
Right there. He's got a canoe on his head. Yeah. Oh. Mark Trail was quite the big nature conservation strip, especially at this point through the 60s and 70s. Just recently retired, the guy who was doing it, or the guy who picked it up from the main guy who was doing it before. Third generation, at least, is on the strip now, and it's very cartoony and Steven Universe looking.
Right.
Not nearly as good, or doesn't quite have the conservation points as the old one. Used to be a great strip at one point, very classic. He's still got that canoe on his head all the way through. Comes prepared. No, they think I would kill you for $5,000? By George, come to think of that, that is a lot of money. I would kill you for a magazine cover, Sandy? Did they think I would kill you for money? That is quite a bit of money. He goes through that whole strip with the canoe on his head. Huh. That fly, now I'm seeing him, don't move. Tame Splinter, he's on your head. Nature, haha, I hate it. Ha 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 ha. Sweat, sweat, sweat. And as they fade to the sunset, the end, the story of the man whose name was his trade. Mark, his trademark, his Trademark his name. And that's his name, Mark Trade. And that's it for this volume. Where are we at? We are at 1 and 20. Want to cover a couple more stories?
I'm going to have to shoot.
Oh, we can end it there if we need to. Sure.
Yeah, it's good for me. Yeah.
Yeah, we can
All
end
right.
here. That'll work.
So we'll start back up with volume 3. That's the cover for one of the Mads there. Volume 3 next week.
Yeah.
This cover, Mad's answer to comic book titles. The cover with the smallest title in the world. There we are. It probably stood out on the stands. Back cover's got Mona Lisa. Number 14. More Mad next week, folks. One more week. We'll see where we go from there. Sunday Funnies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Deeply appreciate you being here. There's a 4th volume. Maybe we'll go through all the main comic stories. They start getting more magazine article oriented towards the back of the run. Fewer and fewer parodies till it pares down to pretty much two, one in the front and one in the back, just like the 70s magazines that we've been looking at. So, more Mad next week. All good.
Yeah.
Deeply appreciate everybody stopping by. We're just going to end it here early since we are pre-recorded. We have to fall under 2 hours anyway. We'll just stop it here and pick it up again next Sunday. Hope you'll join us then.
Good,
we will be live for the as long as I know of after this. So I don't have any other comic shows scheduled until November unless something springs up at the last minute or there's a vacation or something that my social calendar hasn't told me about yet. So
Social calendar ruining everything.
I love my social calendar. Anyway.
Yep, I know.
Folks, again, really glad that you stopped by. We do this because we love it. We love showing this stuff off, and we are inspired by it, even though at times it may sound like we're picking on it. It's all out of love and appreciation for the folks that have gone before us. We consider them to be forerunners, masters of the craft, the ones that literally made it and evolved it into what you see today. Or, eroded from this material. So
that being said, we do attack you.
Yeah. Again, deeply appreciate you stopping by. And Russ, did you want to tell folks how they can find you?
Yeah, you can find me at russleach.com. Go over there, sign up for that email list so that we can keep you up to date with everything the Atlantean. There's more books on the way. There's more stuff to tell you about. So make sure and sign up for that email list. That's over at russleach.com.
So much more coming. So they just keep getting better and better, really, I think. Allison, tell folks how they can find you.
Well, you can find me right here on Sundays when I can get out of bed and show up. And I'm on most of the social media platforms. I generally avoid the dead bird one. But, that's about it. Mainly because I forgot my password and I don't feel like bothering to try to reset it. So just like the hell with it. I barely used it anyway. But
just wait until you get emails in Russian about it. So that's what I did.
That seems fair. Yeah.
Russian or some sort of language that looked like it.
Yeah, it's Cyrillic. Yeah. Every button on a calculator you don't push.
Exactly. Folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. We deeply appreciate you stopping by. Like I've said before, we will be back next Sunday morning at 9 a.m. to cover more Mad. We'll have a longer program. The chat will be open. We'll be talking then. And we'll see you then. In the meantime, show some love for the comics that you love. You know, we should be talking more positively about this industry and this business instead of trolling everybody and trying to cause whatever drama. Why don't you let people know what books you like reading, what books you found entertaining? Because that's why we're here for in the first place. What great, and there's so much great stuff out there that there's no way we can cover it all. But we love showing this stuff off. We do this twice a week, Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time, Sunday Funnies. And then Friday morning, we have a program called Comics by Night that we have. There it is. Boom. Friday morning at 5 a.m. Comics by Night, where we cover more great comics. Right now, we're covering for this next week, at least, more classic Mad magazines, but right in the 1970s, right when they were at their height of their popularity. A whole different gang of idiots there doing beautifully talented cartoonist masters, showing their work off. Mort Drucker, Angelo Torres, Don Martin, Sergio Aragonis, just some underappreciated greats that you need to take a look at, especially if you've never seen this stuff before. Just classic material. If you have seen this stuff before, it'll dig up some great old memories for you. Dave Berg, just incredible stuff. And Gaines was such a magnet for talent, and he only got the best of the best to work on his stuff, and it's real obvious. And we'll look at some more of that on Friday. Till then, folks, take care. We'll see you soon. Hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Any last moment words here?
Shut up and read comics.
We can go out on a quote by Mr. Art Spiegelman that says comics are a gateway drug to literacy. Here we are.
Yeah, you can back that up.
Yeah. And maybe let's see, Mr. Groucho Marx still, who says the secret of life is honesty and fair dealing. If you can fake that, you got it made.
That also seems legit, especially from him.
Yeah. Yep. Again, thanks again for stopping by. See you soon, folks. Chat next week. Hope you mind your manners in this one. And thanks so much for dropping by on this wonderful Sunday. Have a great weekend. Go visit your local retailer. Go visit fundmycomic.com and take a look at the great projects that are over there. There's a wide variety of stuff and just keeps getting more and more. I believe the month of May, for the month of May, if you have a regular comic company and you're doing 3 titles or more, there is 0% fee on the site.
Oh,
so
wow.
you only have to pay the Stripe account, and that's out of Luke's and the site workers' appreciation for the business that has been through there, and the love of comics that they have. They made it for us, for us to use. And if you're tired of the Kickstarters and the Indiegogo gatekeeping and herding and shadow banning or whatever you think that they're doing, ignoring mostly the great projects, and go to fundmycomic.com. As long as you have an active account, you're right there on the front page or as close to the top as possible.
Yeah.
So everybody gets equal treatment. Everybody gets to be looked at equally. And you can always tip the site if you have a favorite campaign there that you don't think is getting enough notice. You tip the site, the campaign bumps up farther in the rankings, so you get to see it a lot more. Anyway, check it out, fundmycomic.com. Check out your local retailer. They can really use your help to help keep their lights on. Go out there and look at those boxes that are closest to the floor that might have a little bit of dust on them, because those are where the real gems are, and you never know what you're going to find until you look. And you know,
say no to a good dollar bin.
That retailer might not have priced them books in a long time, so you might get a spectacular deal on something great, or just pick up some great reading copies to sit and read with. Just fantastic stuff. So let's do that. Anything else, folks? Buy alternative and independent comics, especially ours.
Yep.
I agree.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Deeply appreciate
That's what
everybody
done you.
being here. Take care, everybody.
Say the weird thing.
Type of holes people prefer. Donut holes or Hardee's new biscuit holes?
B-hole.
Yeah.
The B-hole has it over the A-hole for sure.
Why? What do you like about it?
The A-hole seems kind of small.
It's great.
I just don't like the A-holes.
B-holes are tasty and flavorful.
The A-hole is nasty.
A-hole tastes funny. I guess I'm just kind of a B-hole kind of guy.
Introducing biscuit holes with icing. The best kind of holes money can buy. New at Hardee's.
Who's your favorite Marvel Comics hero? Mine is Superman. Remember the motto? With great power comes great responsibility.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.